Stick around till later in the video because I'm going to help you save some money.
Today, we're gonna crack open a mystery box, oh my goodness, it's heavy, of produce to see what's inside, and then I'm gonna show you what we do with it. Greetings and welcome to, or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel, we focus on all things plant-based goodness, and I got a mystery box full of produce sent to us from a company here in Toronto called Odd Bunch. Odd Bunch is a Canadian delivery service that operates in Ontario, Quebec, British Columbia, and Alberta. What I like about Odd Bunch is they are on a mission to kind of rescue the type of produce that normally gets cast aside by grocery stores and even restaurants. So they're big into fighting food waste and food insecurity within their own communities. And because of the kind of produce they get, they're not only saving the customers money, but they're trying to save the planet. Which, for those of you who watch this channel regularly, pretty much aligns with what we do. The box they sent us is what they call a medium box, which retails for $40 Canadian. I'll put the amount on the screen here in US funds for those that are curious. And they say this is good for 2 people for up to a week. So for a family of 4, it should last us a few days. I actually do not know what is in this box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's inside of here. I will do a price comparison later on in the video to let you know if I actually think we saved money from this box. And I'm going to show you how we use this produce because I don't have a plan for it because I don't know what's in here. And who knows, maybe I'll even be able to use some of this to cook some recipes from our own cookbook. If you don't have a copy of the cookbook yet, you can get it at the QR code in the link right there. And we do have some physical copies. We just got some in. We're very excited to send them to you. So send me an email right here with all of your shipping information and whatnot, and I will let you know how to acquire one of these because there's only a limited number, but we do have some. Now, before I unbox this, I'd love to give a quick hello to some of you who've said hello to us in the comments down below. Diane from Wisconsin, Dixie from Kentucky, Al from Florida, Suzanne from cold, rainy, gray, miserable Belgium, Brenda from New Hampshire, Mary Ellen from Sussex, New Brunswick, Kay from Addison, New York, Bonnie from Scotland, Eileen from Hapatcong, New Jersey, Romana from Wilmington, North Carolina, Trish from Bristol in the United Kingdom, and Connie from Silverton, Oregon. If you'd like to share it here on the channel, all you have to do is say hello to us in the comments down below. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from, and let us know what is your favorite meal to make with just random produce that you have left in the fridge. And if you want to bump up on that shout out list, consider joining us over in the Mighty Network for that perk, along with many, many others, for the price of a crappy cup of coffee a month. All right, let's dig into this box. Yeah. Oh, there's lettuce. I was hoping for some lettuce because I want to make a salad. Okay, so we've got this gorgeous head of romaine lettuce. We've got this bunch of seedless grapes. We've got a mix of cherry tomatoes here. Wow, there's so much stuff in here. We've got a head of cauliflower. What else is in here? This doesn't even look weird. This produce does not look strange by any means. So I think that's a grapefruit. That's an orange. Like 5 clementines. 2 zucchini. 2 peppers. These are the most misshapen of the stuff I've seen so far, and they look pretty fine. A canary squash? What is this?
Looks like a melon. One of the melons you get from the grocery store.
Oh, this could be a melon. Yeah, a canary melon.
It's for Easter day.
We got some patatas here. Some like white potatoes. 4 really little ones. These sweet potatoes, I'm not gonna lie, these are oddly shaped sweet potatoes. I think what I'm more likely to do with something like these is probably just slice them up and make like French fries or like chips out of them. Like silver dollar chips, my mom would call them. We've got a ton of baby cucumbers. We've got like 5, 6 little baby cucumbers. We've got 3 little avocados. 3 pears. 2 cobs of corn. Where they got corn in Ontario at the end of February, I have no idea. Okay, so How am I gonna use this stuff? So the fruit we'll just eat up as we go along. The cherry tomatoes would be good in a salad with that lettuce, along with the cucumbers. The fruit's all just gonna get eaten randomly as we eat through the week. Like, I don't think I could just make meals using only this. Although maybe I could, you know me. I could roll with stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to show you what we do with all of this produce because, I mean, the fruit is going to get eaten just in breakfast and snacks. That'll probably be hard to track. If these grapes are still around tonight, I'll be shocked.
1 week later.
So we had a really enjoyable week using our produce from this mystery box. A lot of them found their ways into just various recipes. You know, the fruit I used mostly in my morning breakfast. I'd cut it up and add it with my, homemade yogurt, my homemade granola. Those avocados we ended up using in our 7-layer nacho dip that we did on our live stream for the channel. We also actually used the corn on the cob as well, because typically I use frozen corn for that recipe. So it was actually really, really nice having fresh corn. I don't think I've ever actually made that recipe with fresh corn, and I wouldn't have been able to do so if it wasn't for getting some in our mystery box from Odd Bunch. The cherry tomatoes ended up in just our mouths from snacking. The kids took them to school most days, just packed in their lunches. The potatoes ended up in a few different recipes, including one from a video that's coming up this weekend, which is a review of this book, Breaking Up with Dairy. She has got a potato Parmesan cheese. So we made that using potato and other ingredients. So check out that video this weekend to see how that turned out. General snacking. I missed. No, Velma, don't. Grapes are bad for you. Ah. They sent us this because there was a couple things that were off in the last box. Just some of the cucumbers were a little funky. So they sent us an entirely new box as an apology.
Which is really nice.
That's amazing customer service. All right, Annie's gonna walk you through because I'm cooking dinner for another video we're working on.
Ooh, grapes!
Blocking the camera though with this.
It's so good. Oh
Great.
my god.
Brussels sprouts this time?
Brussels sprouts?
The cucumbers are in much better shape. Oh.
Tomatoes? Can I open this? I will definitely be bringing this to rock climbing tomorrow.
What's that? What are you stealing?
Oh, I just ate another grape.
Oh my god, green onion day. Oh, there's a melon in there.
I'm sort of done with the haul.
What?
Yeah, I wanted to see if there was grapes, and that's it. And there was.
Well, let's just look through together real quick. So lots of green onions, some broccoli. No, right there. A lot of little baby tomatoes here.
Oranges!
Some little oranges, some lemon.
Mmm!
And as you'll see in a second, I kind of realized that what was perfect from a lot of these vegetables was that I could do one of my dump and go recipes, which is my curry in a hurry, which I use kind of various produce I have on hand to create the meal from scratch every single time. So let's check that out. I think the perfect meal to make with the bulk of the produce that came in this box is one of the recipes that we have in our cookbook that's also on our website, I believe, but we've also made it here on the channel quite a few times. But every single time we make it, it's a little bit different because it's one of those perfect clean out the fridge meals. It's called Curry in a Hurry, and you can essentially just use whatever vegetables you have on hand. I do recommend basing it mostly in cauliflower because cauliflower breaks down really, really nicely and turns into a bit of a mush, which for me is perfect for a curry. So when I saw that we had cauliflower in here, I definitely wanted to consider this meal. I'm also going to use the zucchini that came in that box. We did end up eating the peppers in just other meals. I put them on some pizza, and I think we just snacked on another one. But I do have some peppers in the fridge, and I definitely would use those peppers here. Those sweet potatoes are kind of perfect for this because they're a little, I wouldn't want to bake these sweet potatoes because they're just too small to put in a meal otherwise. But for putting in like a soup or a curry, perfect. So we're going to mix everything that's on this list into the Instant Pot The only thing you wouldn't put in at the beginning is the red lentils, and you would also save the hearty greens like a kale or a spinach into the end. We actually don't have any spinach or kale today. I thought we had some in the fridge, but we don't. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You're just losing out on a little bit of greens. I definitely add recommending them though for that little nutritional punch they give. And at the end, I'll probably also squeeze the juice of a lime and put that in as well just before we serve it. The spices here can be adjusted as well. If you want to add a little bit more heat, you can up like the chili powder or add in more curry paste. If you want to make this like a yellow curry, you can put in yellow curry paste as well, which is actually what I might do because I have this awesome curry paste that I haven't used as much as I've wanted to. So I'll probably use this today, this yellow curry paste, as opposed to the red curry. Why not, right? Switch stuff up. Fresh herbs make a huge difference. Always have some fresh herbs. And hot tip for the fresh herbs, when you bring them home, just like if you were to bring flowers home, cut the bottoms off, stick them in some water, bring them back to life, spruce them up a bit. So we put everything into the Instant Pot, we're gonna stir it around, and then you're gonna put the red lentils on top. If you stir the lentils in, they could sink to the bottom and you might get that burn warning on the Instant Pot. If you're cooking this on a stovetop, it's essentially the same. Pour everything into the pot, get it going, and then add the lentils in and then cook it for 25 to 30 minutes. In the Instant Pot, we're just gonna put it on manual for 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
And if you got some cilantro, pop that on at the end just to give it a nice little pop of oomph, little yum yum, right? I recommend making some rice before or on the stove if you're going to serve this. I like to have a little bit of rice with it. You could also do it without rice. That's fine too. Let me know in the comments down below what you put in your curry in a hurry, because I want you to make it a little different than I made mine. I want you to experiment. Get in there. Use up what's in your fridge.
Just jumping in here very quickly to let you know that Odd Bunch is so excited to help you save money. They want to help you save even more money by offering you 20% off your first box using discount code PBWithJ20. But that is only going to be available for the next month. So that is March 19th till April 19th. So use that discount code while it is still in effect.
So now that you've seen us cook from this for a week, I bet you're wondering, okay, this service seems great. Does it actually save me any money? So this box on their website is listed at $40, but it's also listed as the discount right now is $32. I don't know if that's just a deal they've got right now or if that's the first time buying box, but let's just assume the box is its regular price, which is $40, and compare things that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the grocery store's website in Canada that is probably the most affordable, which is No Frills. Going to a market would be cheaper, obviously, but I know that's not available for a lot of people. And what's really cool these days is that what you'll see is that you can, when you choose your produce, it'll actually let you know the price by weight as well, not just, you know, if you buy a bag of oranges or whatnot and there's 10 in there, this will actually show you how much each orange individually would cost, which is really, really cool. So let's look that up. Just as an example, oranges. So when you go in here, it's this farmer's market bag. Oh, never mind. That one didn't do it. I lied. Look at me. I'm a liar. Cucumbers. Let's go with the baby cucumbers. It says it's out of stock. Here we go. But as you can see, so these ones are out of stock, but as you can see right here, 0.59 cents each. That's the technical way of saying 59 cents. 0.59. Yeah, so it tells you how much that isn't. You know, you get 11 cucumbers in here, but it tells you the price per cucumber, which is really, really helpful, I think, for a lot of people these days with food prices just being astronomical.
and insane. And it's also got the grams in here. So I was actually able to break down the cost really specifically, because what I did was I weighed every single thing we got from our first box. I didn't do the second box. I'm assuming it's going to be a similar savings and price, but I'll show you the price and the savings for each item based on the overall box being $40, right? And then what I actually did, because I'm a nerd, was I went and I did the pricing on a slightly more expensive grocery store in Canada, which is Loblaws. So I'd love to make your guesses right now. $40 Canadian, which is, according to the banks today, $40 Canadian is $27.90 American. So keep that in mind. How much do you think these will cost when I start importing everything in? 2 cobs of corn at No Frills was $2.50. When I looked for it at the more expensive grocery store, it was $3.26. So even if you're not using a service like Odd Bunch, definitely shopping around and looking at different grocery chains can save you some money. The pears were the exact same price at both grocery stores. The avocados were $5.97 at No Frills compared to $7.50 at Loblaws, which is like 50 cents more per avocado. The 2 peppers were $2.43 at No Frills compared to $3.99 at Loblaws. The canary melon was basically the same. It was a couple pennies more. The green grapes were exactly the same. The 6 baby cucumbers were $3.99 at No Frills. They were $5 even at Loblaws. The cherry tomatoes were $4.77 at No Frills and $6 at Loblaws. The small cauliflower was $1 more at Loblaws. The romaine lettuce was the exact same price. We turned that into a lovely salad this week. The sweet potato was $1.99 at No Frills, $2.50 at Loblaws, so 50 cents more. The potatoes were like 50 cents more. The grapefruit was 50 cents more. And the orange was 1 penny more, so pretty close. And the clementines were $2.99 at No Frills and $5 at Loblaws. So that's almost like a 40% price increase, if not exactly. Is that how the maths? So in total, the cost for getting them at No Frills was $61.40, which in Canada was the $21.40 difference. And at the higher price grocery store, which is Loblaws, it was $73.37. That's not quite, but almost double the price for the same produce. So I would highly recommend using a service like this. The only downside that I will mention is that you can't pick what you're going to get. So if you like specific things every week, like certain fruits, you might need to go and pick them up anyway and get a few things. But if you're saving this kind of money anyway, and you just have to add a few things, that's still an incredible savings. If you're someone like me and you're cooking from different cookbooks every week and you need very specific items, that might be a bit more challenging. But I will also say that between the 2 different boxes, they were both different, but it's a lot of the stuff I would be buying anyway. And what I also really loved was in the second box, I got like a ton of shallots. And I usually just buy straight up onions, but I looked at that and I was like, well, what can I do with a ton of shallots? So it's also going to make me more creative in the kitchen, you know, which was really interesting and exciting for me. And also just a footnote, we got baby cucumbers in the second batch and those ones were excellent. So don't be scared if you get baby cucumbers in your box and you're worried that they might not be awesome. I hope you enjoyed this little kind of mystery box haul and what we did with this. Let us know if you want to see something like this or something different but similar to this in the future. I always read the comments. I get a lot of ideas from your comments down there for videos, so don't hesitate to throw them up there. Hit that like button to let YouTube know to share this with other people. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. And since you're still here, check out this video because YouTube has it all queued up for you and ready to go. They think they know you and they think this is it for you. So let them know if they're right. Give it a click.